Alright, the sidebar has been updated and we're ready to go. New title screen. Alright. The ancient battlefield where hostages are being... where hostages are being held. What's this strange feeling? Using a continual cause the main story to advance. It will also not be possible to go any further in Lloyd's story for a brief period. So we're basically locked here. We can't grind or anything, probably. Oh boy. Oh, we have that save point right there. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Proceed. Is something wrong, Lloyd? Oh, sorry. I sensed something strange, but it must have been my imagination. Wait, why does my pocket feel bulkier all of a sudden? A mirror? How peculiar looking. Where'd you find it? Not sure. I've never seen it before. Strange as it sounds, it just appeared in my pocket out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that doesn't just happen. Guessing one of the village kids slipped in your pocket as a prank. Maybe, but I doubt any of them could have pulled it off without me noticing. If that's not it, then how did it get in my pocket? I can't even hazard a guess. I feel as though I have it for a reason. So bizarre. Where could it have come from? I agree. Oh. So that's what they meant. Well, since we're locked, and that's also locked, I guess we move over to Reen's route. Give me a second. There we are. And also we're not in your mirror anymore. Too late, not changing the background. Even though I already have one for Heimdall for Seas 1.
We're finally here.
Damn, is it 10 already?
Sure is. Heimdall's pretty far from Ymir.
Our next target shall be the muck and mire that gathers in the Vermilion City.
The Vermilion City C mentioned can only be Heimdall. But the capital is gigantic. We're going to need some way to narrow our search radius.
You ask me, the racecourse in the Garnier district seems suspicious.
Do they now?
I know. I'll save having fun till our work's done.
I'd be happy to take you anywhere you like once we've ensured Prince Olivert is safe. As long as it's not the kind of shady businesses I know you want to go to.
I got you. Can't very well go to him in uniform.
That's not the problem here, Ash.
We can go for dessert though, right?
Of course.
We'll go to a crepe stand.
It'll be on me even. Just focus on the investigation first. Let's start with Lady Arie since she's agreed to speak with us.
To the training hall in the Laika district we go then.
Vermilion, Muck and Mire, Reen's Route Act 2. We only have 3 people in our party? Where'd everyone else go? The morning after learning from Major Claire of Crossbow's occupation, we set about discussing how we should act. We also established contact with all the members of Class 7 that we could to inform them of the situation. First, there was the matter of Crossbow itself. We knew from the Major's intel that it was under the control of the former Governor General and his Evan Defense Force. Anxiety over the region's welfare gnawed at us, but as it had been isolated from the outside world, we had no way to learn more. Indeed, there was little we could do on that front for the time being. Then there was the matter of the search for Prince Olivert and his wife. Their whereabouts remained unknown. Furthermore, the Round of 7 system we had used to stay in touch over long distances relied on an artifact stored on the Courageous 2. And with the airship stolen, that method of communication was lost to us. Our only clue then was the message sent to the Intelligence Division by C. Vague as it was, the information was undoubtedly our best lead on unraveling the mystery of the prince's disappearance. With hope on the horizon, we set about dividing ourselves into several groups. Major Clara and Yuna agreed to head east to get a handle on the situation in Crossbelt. Meanwhile, Lord Mateus and Kurt would head west and rendezvous with the students of the Vander School. Muse volunteered to return to the branch campus to meet up with the principal and her fellow students, as well as seek help from other sources. The others would all find ways to play to their strengths in aiding our cause. Meanwhile, I was to bring Altina and Ash with me to Heimdall to follow the trail left to us by C's message. Where did Claire go? And Yuna?
That is basically our situation as it stands.
I feel like they were left out. Did I just gloss over them?
His Excellency also asked us to tell you that he hopes you'll be able to look after the hall in his extended absence.
Thank you for updating me on everything going on.
Aurier Vander.
It's the least we could do. Your husband did a lot for us.
More like put us through the goddamn ringer.
All while shrugging off our attacks like we were nothing more than a bunch of buzzing mosquitoes. He sent Kurt flying off a cliff, too. I found him quite terrifying.
I do hope he didn't leave you with any lasting trauma. Still, his is a measured hand. If he came at you that fiercely, he trusted you could handle it. I hope you can understand that he only did what he did because he saw potential in all of you.
Yeah, he said as much. We do, don't worry. Yeah, could tell he wasn't acting with any ill will. If anything, I'm the one with the reputation for being a stern disciplinarian around here. Based on how often I see my students quake at the knees, I'd wager they fear me more than my husband. We caught wind of that when we were here for one of our field exercises. Kurt's got some monster parents. Surprised a guy in half a Martian or something. In the time I spent with him, it was clear there was much more to him than his stern presence on the battlefield. He was kind enough to share some wisdom with me, too. Was he now? He's a man of few words. That's very unusual. I can't picture that happening at all. Same here. Please don't speak rudely about the man in front of his wife, you two. Don't worry, I appreciate their honesty. Still, I'm glad to see that you all seem even more united as a class than you did when you were last here. You'll continue to look after my Kurt, won't you? Of course. You would, even if you weren't asked to. And if he wants help getting into the good kind of trouble, I'm his guy. Getting back to why we're here. Has anything out of the ordinary happened in the capital recently? The students who were here have split up across Erebonia to search for information on Prince Oliver's whereabouts. As such, I'm not as well informed on the situation here in Heimdall as I would be. But there is one thing I feel is worth mentioning. What is that? It feels as though there are more people coming and going than there should be, especially given how there are no festivals or celebrations here around this time of year. It's making the capital feel more restless than usual, differently from how it did during the summer festival. It's as though there's something stagnant in the air. I'll be glad not to have to deal with any more Calvard spies like at the festival, that's for sure. But stagnant air is all you're gonna get with in the city to begin with. You feel anything out of whack, Schwarzer? Not especially, if I'm honest. I'm guessing it's a relatively slight difference, ma'am? Yes, it may even just be my imagination. You've lived in Heimdall for a long time. If something feels amiss to you, it likely is. We'll keep that in mind as we investigate. I'm sorry I can't provide you with any more concrete information. There is one thing I can do, however. I'd like to introduce you to someone dependable to aid your investigation. Oh? Well, I say introduce, but you in particular know her very well. You should be here any moment now, Laura. Ah, there we are.
May I come
No, it doesn't sound like her.
I think I know who that is.
I suspected as much.
By all means.
Or is it muffled? It's Elise. Dang it.
Elise.
Hello, everyone. It's good to see you all again. The same to you.
So she's our little helper, huh?
Indeed.
Fair enough.
Sister Doreen,
I should have assumed as much
friend to
from
Princess
C's route.
Alphen, and head of St. Astraea's student council. The noble Elise Schwarzer herself.
The princess and Muse have already apprised me of the situation. So I spoke with Lady Aurier and volunteered to aid you upon your arrival. I apologize if my behavior strikes you as meddlesome, but I am certain that I will be able to aid you in your investigation.
You do know more about the capital than any of us.
You're not coming, and that's final.
Dangerous.
But
Out comes the big brother.
There's still far too much we don't know about the situation here. Given that our enemies pilfered the name of the Imperial Liberation Front, we could very well be dealing with terrorists. Involving a civilian in this would be downright irresponsible.
so I'm just a civilian, am I? Just a no-good student without a mote of power to her name?
That's not what I'm trying to...
Oh, I think it is. But even leaving that aside, your blunt dismissal misses an important point.
And what point is that?
That the situation at hand doesn't relate to me, when I am Princess Alphen's dearest friend.
But that is that, and this is... this.
As we speak, she is racked with worry over her brother's well-being. Yet, as the matter is confidential, she has to feign a smile and act as though everything is normal. She cannot cast her responsibilities aside and aid in the search herself either. And because she cannot, I will do so in her place. If I just sit by idly while she suffers in silence and do nothing to alleviate her burden, I won't be fit to call myself her friend ever again.
Elise.
Looks like you lose this one, Schwarzer.
You realize both of them are Schwarzer in this context.
If I may, I think you would do well to put your trust in her here. Her skill with a rapier is formidable.
That may be so, but...
I have toiled long and hard to master the art of fencing passed down through our family. Of late, I have even grown under Lady Aurier's tutelage. And far from letting my pen rest while my sword hand improves, I have overcome many a challenge as student council president. I am no longer a cowering child in need of your protection, dear brother.
All right. Ash called this one right. You win.
Then...
We'll be glad to have your assistance. But if things get dangerous, I want you to do as I say. Deal?
deal!
Question is, what kind of crafts and orders does
I
she
wish
have?
you all well in your investigation. Please, do be careful. Should I catch wind of anything you hear, I'll let you know immediately.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Then let us set off. I will do my best not to overextend myself and leave you all to carry the burden. But please, if you are truly in need, I hope you won't hesitate to tell me. For even I possess a strength that you can lean on.
Thanks. It's good to know you've got my back.
And the feeling is mutual.
Right. Elise joined the party. Sinistrai Girl Scroll, the daughter of House Schwarzer, Reen's younger sister, and Princess Helpin's best friend, she excels in her post as Sinistrai's Student Council President. Got the ceramic coat. Let's see. Confuse 100%. Cool. She got Swallowtail, which is an impede. The line. Holy Squall. Scores 50% HP, cures ailments and stat down. Pretty good. Here's Serenity. Strength, Arts, Speed up for 4 turns. Focuses one spirit like the clear surface of water, raising one's power. Okay. It's a weaker brandishing thing, so that's basically all she learned. Oh, Dancing Petals. Stores 15% HP and CP, 50% evasion for 8 turns. Okay. It's basically HP, CP, and evasion, so we stack that with insight and it gives us 100% evasion. It's pretty good. Rhyme. I wasn't expecting to find a cat up here. I can see quite a bit of gray in his whiskers, too. I believe he's a stray cat that the students adopted after he started living here. They must take really good care of him. Nobody else up here. Check all the walls first. Take care out there, everyone. I'll look into what is causing this disturbance from my end. Do what you can to support your brother and his friends in the meantime, Elise, alright? But of course. And I'm staying back to support Lady Aurea and be a point of contact for the others if they find anything out. Van and Ray found her out in the field. They'll be up to their ears in lead soon, trust. Anyway, good luck with your search, dude. Together, I'm sure we'll have His Highness back in no time. Oh yeah, this is the guy who always says dude. Be sure to do our part. Count on it. Most of the other students have left the capital. It's just Lady Aurea and me here on the home front. Anyway, good luck with your search, dude. Together, I'm sure we'll have His Highness back in no time. Get to the banquet hall? Sure. Not much here, though. Ooh, a door. That's locked. Let's see, what to do next? We have to meet up with the rest of our friends who've come to the capital. There's still plenty of time before our scheduled gathering. No point in rushing then. Now we patrol the districts and gather some intelligence? That way you can meet with the others along the way. Given your familiarity with the area, that certainly sounds like the most efficient plan. That reminds me. Apparently the violin nerd we're supposed to meet up with is from here? Right. Elliot hasn't been on tour, so he's been working in the city. Maki's is from the capital, too. Machias, Elisa, Toa, and Sharon. I hope they're doing alright. I'm sure they are. For now, let's focus on what we can do. You're right, Reen. And what we can do is talk to everybody. When I got drafted, I was shocked by how wimpy I was. Really ought to work out. That way I can at least protect my own self. Wander around the alleys. Oh, this is where we
Should we check the
are.
Imperial Museum while we're here?
Wouldn't hurt to poke our
Bonus.
noses inside. My old upperclassmen might even be on shift.
Yeah, we can see what's her name. I think it starts with a D. Here we are, the Imperial Museum. There don't seem to be many visitors today.
If it isn't Reen.
It's Dorothy. Yep.
Haven't seen you around here since the branch campus's field exercises.
Hey, Dorothy. Good to see you. How's work been treating you?
Pretty good, all things considered. Actually, my publisher's been pushing me to become a full-time author after how well my latest novel sold. But I like my work as a curator too, so I don't think I'm ready to quit just yet.
That's great. Always nice to have options.
And there's the other reason I don't want to go into writing full time. I'd probably become a total shut-in. I'd miss out on all this. I find the best way to seek inspiration is to observe daily life, people watching, so to speak. Why, as I was on my way home from work the other day, I spotted a budding flower at the nearby cafe that caught my eye. My mind went wild imagining the experiences that could end the precarious final days of his youth. I can't keep doing this. My nose is going to bleed all over my blouse again at this rate. It's no wonder why Her Highness sees you as a kindred spirit. Oh, and it's good to see you again, Ash. I've been wanting to give you an update about the joint publication between our old literature club and yours. All that's left is to gather a collection of poems by none other than yourself. Titania and I haven't given up hope that you'll submit them yet. Really awfully, I told you I'll do it if I feel like it. It's only a matter of time before he gives in. No doubt. So it brings you all to the capital today. Does it have something to do with that Ebon Defense Force group that occupied Crossbelt? Doesn't seem like she's heard anything about Prince Oliver and Lady Shara. Yeah, something like that. By the way, is it just me, or are there fewer visitors here than normal? You notice? Actually, the museum put a restriction on the number of visitors allowed at once recently. Something came up that has us concerned. Concerned? What do you mean? You remember the museum is connected to a tunnel that leads to Heimdall's catacombs, right? We've been hearing what sounds like voices coming from that direction lately. It's kinda scary. I would imagine. You think it could be monsters? Maybe, but if anything it sounds more like a ghost. Something completely unnatural. I dusted off my old Orbital staff to take a look down there before, but I didn't come across any signs of monsters. Ghost, huh? You expect us to believe that bullshit? Might I remind you that we experienced monsters and a magic night down there already? Not to mention there was a spot the Dark Dragon's nest appeared before the Great Twilight. Something abnormal happening again isn't out of the question. Come to think of it, Instructor Sarah told us she dropped by here a couple weeks ago. I wasn't here at the time, but the head curator told me as much. There apparently was a break-in, so she came to investigate. I don't think it has anything to do with the noises we've been hearing, though. Perhaps, but it wouldn't hurt to keep it in mind. We should begin our investigation soon. I did put a formal request in with the guild already. But I guess they're swamped with other things right now. They said it'll be a while before they can get around to it. That's a shame, but I'm not surprised that they would be busy. Right, but we can't afford to just let the situation go unchecked. Would you mind if we looked into it, Dorothy? Not at all. We'd really appreciate it. Man, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. But I guess it's better than letting this place get done in by a poltergeist or something. Whether the cause is paranormal or not, I think this will be worth our time. I agree. There's a possibility that we could discover something that pertains to our current investigation. In that case, you should take this. The basement key. See the museum basement key. It's just over there, to the left of the main exhibit. Thank you, and do be careful. You will be. Got a mission. Note from Ash, new and old. Dorothy is hopeful that Ash will submit a collection of delicate poems for the joint publication between the Literature Club members from over the years. It's not gonna happen. Dorothy, Imperial Museum. A curator at the Imperial Museum and a Thor's graduate. The former president of the Literature Club, her imagination still runs wild. The image still makes her look incredibly tired. And she probably is. Tired and blushing. Talk to her again. Once you're in the main exhibition room, hang left and you'll find the stairs that will take you down to the basement. Whatever it is I heard down there, it sounded completely otherworldly. I'm sure you and the others can handle it just fine, but please, be careful, Reen. Side quest. Rilk. It pains me to think there could be trouble brewing in the catacombs of the museum I curate yet again. I can't deny that it's possible given what's happened before. A door to another realm appearing and all. I hope you all will be careful if you're planning to go down there. Well, we plan to go down there, I'll tell you that. We don't have time to look around. We can look at all this stuff, though. Medieval ship. Year S-600, a seafaring vessel from the early Middle Ages. Shipbuilding technology advanced considerably during this time as people began turning to the sea in an effort to gather resources. Though parts of this ship have been lost to time, the fact that this much of it remains intact over half a millennium is a testament to its sturdy construction. Medieval loom and water wheel, year S-900. Labor-saving devices from the late Middle Ages. Though much work was still done manually at the time, many simple machines were developed over this era, leading to greatly increased productivity. I don't know if all this is the same stuff or not, so I'm going to read it all. Scythian Church Tools and Scripter, year S-500, estimated. Now the largest religion on the continent, the Scythian Church first spread through Zumeria during the Dark Ages. After the chaos caused by the Great Collapse, the order and stability of the Church brought with it was welcomed by many. Scythian Church Relief, year S-1-500. Stone reliefs from early churches in Erebonia. The one to the left features the Holy Grail, the emblem of the church. As the church has existed for over 1,000 years, some historians theorize a possible connection to the ancient Sumerian civilization that existed prior to the start of the Scythian calendar, but a link has yet to be proven. Ancient Sumerian civilization, now significantly more advanced than whatever is around now. Your classic JRPG trope. animist stone monuments. Year unknown. The ancient beliefs of animism live alongside the teachings of the Septian Church in Erebonia. These monuments harken back to an age whose rituals and traditions have been passed down through the years and survive to this day. For example, there have been a number of finds throughout the years that relate to Legram's legend of the spirit of Lake Ebel. If I remember correctly, in the center here, they stuck Crossbell's bell. Our first exhibit hall, located right by the entrance, features pieces throughout history, from ancient Zurian civilization to the Great Collapse, all the way through to the Dark Ages and Middle Ages. Now featuring the Arner family through history. If you would like to see this exhibit, please purchase a ticket and proceed to the second exhibit hall to the right. We're good for now. But, Pre-Orbital Smithing Kiln. Year S1140. Though the Rhineford Company is currently the largest corporation in Erebonia and one of the largest in the world, it started as a small weapons manufacturer in the Middle Ages. This is one of the kilns they used to create gunpowder weapons, their specialty at the time. Even from their beginnings, the company had a strong relationship with Erebonia's military. Early orbital passenger train, year S1170. Prior to the orbital revolution in S1150, steam-powered trains were standard. However, thanks to the work of Professor G. Schmidt and the Rhineford Company, they were replaced with orbital-powered trains in the late 70s. Needless to say, the advent of such powerful efficient transportation completely changed the Empire. It's 1/4 scale. What is this? Dark Age structures, years 0 to 300. Parts of buildings estimated to have been built approximately 900 years ago. It is thought they used different architectural style from modern times, but few complete buildings from the era remain to confirm this theory. Legend has it that the city was destroyed by the Dark Dragon, but the truth of this legend remains a mystery. The cityscape of Heimdall, as we know today, was built in the Middle Ages. Neat. Ancient quarry statues, year unknown. Carvings discovered in an ancient quarry in the Nord Highlands. They are connected to the animist faith of the religion of the region and are thought to have been made before recorded history. Neat. And Imperial airships. While airships were first created in the Kingdom of Liberl, Erebonia has advanced technology considerably. Displayed here are the models of the Courageous and the Pantagruel. Courageous is a high-speed cruiser owned by the Imperial family that utilizes a next-generation engine provided by Liberl as part of the Non-Aggression Pact of 1202. Its use is limited by the Imperial government, but it was recently cleared to assist with Thor's main campus field exercises. The Pantagruel was originally created by the Noble Alliance during the Civil War, but has since been confiscated from Lemaire's provincial army and is now used exclusively by the Imperial family. Each is 1/60th scale. But the one on the right isn't one of the Courageous things. That's just one of the airships. Alright, basement time. Unlock the door. Heimdall Catacombs. All right, we got a good party. Elise could probably use some new quartz, I would bet. Yeah. Some improvement could be given. Elixir. Attacks and crafts drop Sepith. Thought that was like a different one. Oh. Okay, so we have two versions of the same Sepith. One that is water and one that's this. What happens if you stack the same effects? Just gives like double drop. Pretty cool. Alright, we aren't super efficient, but we'll be getting more Sepith, which is good. Oh, there's like nothing down here. Oh, there's some monsters. My word. Real accurate info there, Four Eyes. Didn't she say she couldn't find any monsters? That just means the situation has gotten worse since Dorothy checked. And I don't think these are your average kind of monsters. I've seen this type of creature in the past. An evil fairy, undoubtedly a type of demon. Just as we expected then. I don't know if it's because of them, but I feel a chill in my skin. It just speaks to how powerful the spiritual presence is here. Somehow, though, I don't think these reasons are the only reason for this. Probably clear them out, though. Let's keep our guards up and take care of these things.
Fine. Bring it.
Oh, no.
Damn it.
Great start.
Let me heal you!
We could get a turn.
Sorry, everyone.
Okay, we got a
This'll
turn.
be fun.
Listen!
Numbers up.
Thanks.
I'm ready!
They'll just nightmare themselves.
Oh god,
Thanks.
Oh, I should have let that play out without you have seen it.
I shall go.
Aw, he didn't get vanished.
Search mode activate. Details procured.
Kijimun, a spirit from local legend that isn't as aggressive as its malicious form implies. It is drawn to the mana of the underground.
Not on my watch.
Well, yes, let Ash get that 0 turn.
This'll be fun.
Beautiful.
Listen! Even Crystal!
Numbers up.
Okay, that's a single target one.
Hey, Preston. Yeah. Got him. Let's go. Now. It's mine.
My turn. Attack! I'll go!
Not on my watch. I'm up. Roar. Here, like strike.
I'm ready!
I don't want you to touch me.
Here I go! I shall go.
Not on my watch.
Targets eliminated. Move out.
That'll do it.
Combat situation resolved. Looks like there are still more. Could be that they'll just keep coming endlessly. That spiritual presence is as strong as ever. Whatever, they're all small fry to me. But I suppose your little sis ain't too bad, Schwarzer. Beautiful fencing, powerful art, and precise support. There's no way you learned all that from St. Estrella. Correct, I belong to no club either. In my case, the rapier skills father taught me serve as the basis of my fighting technique. And when I was younger, Reen tutored me as well. I see. You said as much at the dojo earlier, but you grew up in the perfect environment. She even took lessons from Esther Ka-Fai with me before. Then on top of that, she's been trained by the Stormwatcher too. Honestly, you could describe Elisa's style as entirely unique to her. Please, you exaggerate. Damn, you ain't Schwarzer's little sis for nothing. Is this the voice Dorothy mentioned? It's coming from deeper within. Ooh. It's totally different from before. Isn't this an apparition? I swear I just saw something resembling pleroma grass for a second. Pressure's immense. This thing's completely different than what we fought so far. A hostile spiritual being. It's my first time seeing one like this. It's like the deep-seated grudge of a sorcerer from the Dark Ages made manifest. Either way, it's clear this thing is the source of our problems. Then we just gotta whoop its ass. Easy. Class 7 impresses as always. I must be careful not to hold you all back. We've got 4 on our side, the absolute bare minimum. Looks like the enemy doesn't plan on leaving. If you want to be absolutely sure we can beat it, we should probably fight it with everyone together. They're saying, like, get Elliot first. Anyway, let's try it. Let's get rid of this thing. Here we go, everyone. Yeah, roger that.
This one's strong. Be careful.
Oh, we're off to a good start. Random abnormalities, right? If we don't die. Outright.
Sorry, everyone.
What's up, Chessmaster?
Strength depleted. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think we should just wait. Wait for that one. Let's see, is there anything up here? Yes, there is. Treasure
Can't wait
chest.
to get my mitts on that
Lone blade.
chest.
First attack and craft deals extra damage, balance down for 1 turn and 10% chance. Cool.
I have the advantage.
Random team up for this mission, don't you think? Yeah. Ash and Altina's a bit unique. And then you have Alicia.
It's my turn.
Very interesting.
I'll fight.
Oh.
I shall go. We on it. Fire. Attack. I'll go.
Come at me!
I'll
Damn.
fight. Oh God.
Thanks.
you.
Thanks, sure.
Not much I can do except this.
Numbers up.
Just go for maximum
Hey,
damage.
you. Rest in peace.
It's my turn. All right. Nice work, team.
Good to see little sister out on the battlefield again. He's not too bad. Got a few good skills. Some of the assistants, as always.
Shit! Let's get him! Down! Down! Mine!
Engaging.
Numbers up. Got something for
Bullseye! Down! Got him!
Here I go. Listen. I'll fight.
Also, she is very not CP dependent, which is nice.
I'm ready. No! I'll assist. I shall go. Attack! I'll go. I'll finish it.
It's my turn!
More hostiles.
Oh, you didn't get it.
Forgive me.
And here comes the pain.
Sorry, everyone.
It all depends if you can get a turn. There we go.
Listen.
All we need is a single turn.
My turn.
Thanks.
Proxy Puppet's coming in clutch.
My turn. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Let's go. Roar! Helix strike!
My turn.
Oh, that's about to run out. We're just gonna have to go for the kill here.
Activate. Ragnarok. Destroy. Attack!
Got him!
Battle complete.
All right.
Let's continue.
We should probably rest.
Rest. Well, I guess we'll grab Elliot since he's supposed to be joining us. We'll head back here. I'll keep that one saved there, just in case something happens. Let's talk with everybody. Lloyd's been put on hold, hasn't he? Yeah, he saw that mirror in his pocket, and then immediately we had to switch routes. So we're stuck with Reen for a bit. I saw Princess Alphen drop by the other day for inspections. She must be terribly busy with her postal responsibilities, not to mention the matter with the Crown Prince, but she's lovely as ever. And the prince got married not too long ago himself. The royal family never fails to put a smile on my face. Feels like we've been bombarded with nothing but bad news. It isn't easy to keep my head up some days. But seeing how the royal family holds themselves, and now the wedding, I feel like I can press on. Or you, Noland. So the Imperial government, the royal family, the RF company, and the four great houses paid massive reparations to the Republic, yeah? Financial losses incurred during the Civil War, losses from the Great War due to weapons manufacturing, and now reparations. The Empire may still be one of two superpowers on the continent, but it has never been so weak. It'd be delusional to think otherwise. Sigh. Much of this is self-inflicted, but it's horrific to witness all the same. The fact of the matter is, the Great War has weakened the Empire drastically. Sigh. What a dreadful thing to see unfold. What are you guys doing? Alabrio. How? Why are there so many different kinds of fishing gear? Now, you're going to have a rough time out here if that's what's vexing you. Huh. Well, if it ain't the folks from Erin. It's the Ashen Awakener and friends. What a small world. As a matter of fact, his sister Nina passed her test to become a wandering witch. Oh, that was Erin. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have caught that if they didn't say so. Since she may up traveling the outside world, Marjorie and I have been showing her the ropes. And while we're at it, we figured we'd drag her little brother along to see the outside world too. It might end up being a big help to Nina. Oh, and just to be clear, I did a ton of studying to make sure I can get by here. I had no idea. I've really been going at it for the past several months. By the way, I can even send some mana when I use the pendulum Lady Rose gave me. I've been feeling a weird presence in that huge building over there. Can we really leave it like that? A strange presence. That might be the ghost thing Dorothy mentioned. Pay it no mind. I was planning on checking out the museum anyway. But I gotta babysit this twerp so my hands are more than full. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Gotcha. We'll see if we can take care of it ourselves. Well, I'll be investigating things on my end, or as much as I can anyway. I'm sure you all have things to see as well. Best of luck. There sure are a lot of people in the outside world. It's so cool. It's so exciting thinking about how I might be able to wander the world with Nina someday. What's in here? Lake Lore and Company. Fishing. During the war, anomalies manifested in the bodies of water throughout the Empire. Thankfully, in tandem with the Fisherman's Guild, we since determined that the water quality has seemingly returned to normal. Speaking of the Fisherman's Guild, I can only wonder how they're doing these days. Crossbell occupied again, I fear they can't go out fishing, or at the very least that it's tremendously hard to do so. Just the thought of it sends shivers down my spine. I pray the poor people there are soon freed so they can cast their lines in peace once more. Right, of course. Those fish aren't going to catch themselves. She sure has unique concerns about the situation there. Everyone in the Lake Lord family is also greatly concerned about the well-being of everyone in the Fisherman's Guild. Hopefully everyone in Crossbow will be able to fish peacefully to our heart's content once again in short order. Alright, what do you got? Lake Lord OFR. Relieves tension. Alright, everybody else. Hey, look who just stepped in. Well, I'll be if it isn't the Ashen Chevalier and his comrades. The timing couldn't be more perfect. We were just reading a letter from Kenneth and Lady Annabelle. Wow, that's funny. Last I heard, those two are off on a fishing journey across the continent. That they are. And what it says here, they're in Liberl now. They're having the time of their lives fishing themselves silly. It seems to be quite the educational trip, too. Kenneth's making progress in his report analyzing aquatic ecosystems. Ah, to be so young and full of energy. I can't wait for the two of them to come back and regale me with tales of their exploits. Definitely. I'm sure he'll return twice the fisherman he was when he left. Might even prove helpful with that new enterprise of yours. I mean, my water quality management initiative. True, the more data we have, the better we can appropriately manage a wide array of different environments. I already have William helping me out. He's heading out east, as well as the Fisherman's Guild. If we can get Kenneth and Miss Annabelle to pitch in without interrupting their journey, that'd be even better. That's what I think. In fact, I bet they'll be all too eager to lend you a hand. Crossbow seem to be finding its feet. It's a shame to see it fall on hard times again with that United Nation business. I hope the members of the Fisherman's Guild aren't having too tough a time over there. Even though I know that's wishful thinking, though. Yeah, as much as I hate to admit it. I was going to offer my congratulations to them all, but then former Governor Rufus had to throw a wrench into everything. Governor General Rufus. Everyone at the Lake Lord Company sounds just as concerned about what's going on as everyone else. We gotta keep making progress in our own investigation over here for the sake of those in Crossbow, too. Knowing those people, I'm sure they're not letting this situation get to them. I imagine they're still bravely angling as much as ever. Still, that former Governor Rufus has really outdone himself this time, and I do not mean that as a compliment. I was hoping to visit the Fisherman's Guild in Crossbow and treat them to a quality catch to celebrate them regaining their independence. Guess that's off the table. Literally. The people there really can't catch a break, can they? Lord Blobble. That is a hell of a name. During the war, I suffered huge losses as a result of the contributions I was obligated to make as a noble. But as long as I got this trusty rod here, I'm okay. Fishing for me is simply a part of life. Look at this silk line. It's cheap but pliable. All I need to have a good day of fishing. Alright, out we go. I'm taking a walk with Grandma today. It's nice and warm and not a whole lot of people are out, so it's perfect. It is perfect, isn't it? The district is almost always bursting at the seams with tourists. But even some months later, things still aren't quite back to normal. Who's over here? Oh yeah, isn't this guy like the artist? Or the writer? I think he's a writer. There's also the award ceremony were delayed due to the war, but they finally come to light. And don't tell me I placed top 3. Let's see, you placed 6th in the up-and-coming authors category. Yep. Wholly questionable placement, but hey, I'll take it. And I knew it. I knew I could do it if I tried. You're talking to an official up-and-comer, Theodore. Congratulations. As your childhood friend, I knew you had it in you. Even if I had to kick your butt up and down the street on numerous occasions because you'd call it quits. I even went so far as to manage your manuscript schedule and made you apologize to relevant parties, but it worked out in the end. Yeah, I owe you one, Theodore. Then you have your own work to thank. I merely provided assistance. But if you truly want to thank me, you'll manage your own progress and deadlines better next time. Got it? Yes, sir. It sure feels like Theodore always manages to argue me into a corner. Very easily. I'm just glad he's motivated. He's capable of so much when he gives it his all. Alright. Buildings. The Academy had no choice but to cooperate with the Imperial government during the war. I felt so awful for all the students. It was obvious how much of a toll it took on them. But now things are as cheerful as ever, and Academy life is back to the way it should be. Fruitful pancakes. Altina's favorite. In fact, we can't make it. And, yep, Altina probably has a unique one. As it should be. The Battle of Jormungand has left its mark on Erebonian history despite lasting just a day. The time leading up to the war was particularly difficult between the supply requisition and the draft, to say the least. Though as a historian, it was an honor to witness such a profound moment in our Empire's history unfold before my eyes. I think these two are names. Yes. But we're still going to have our final exam like it was originally scheduled on the syllabus. But what about all the classes that were cancelled because of the war? I don't recall ever talking about postponing it. It's time I evaluate how far along your personal research has come. Besides, the war has been over for some time. It's only natural that our schedule would be caught up by now. No one ever told me. I thought it meant the school year would be extended for sure. That's why I've been slacking this semester. Please, Professor, you can't make us take that exam. I'm not ready. Frankly, my dear, I could postpone the exam by a decade, and I doubt you would be any more ready than you are now. No, I gotta get him to postpone the exam or I'm in deep trouble. I can't catch up with so little time left. You can and you will. Myria would come crying to me with sharkadile tears no matter how long I delayed the exam. This girl, I swear. Oh yeah, there are sharkadiles, aren't there? Oh yeah, it's just that guy. Once the war ended, I tried picking up the harmonica for the heck of it. Before long, I found quite an affinity for it. Now that I'm good enough to play using sheet music, I decided to come here to buy some more. The obvious choice is definitely Amber Amore, but it's so hard to choose. How about Whereabouts of Light? That's a pretty good one. Oh, goodness me. It's fine ladies and gentlemen of Doors. Master Michael and Lady Claire have told me bits and pieces of what you all have been up to. Oh, the Major's been by recently? Indeed, she's taken to showing herself here now as her work permits. I have to imagine it's because of all that happened, harrowing as it most certainly was. With she and her cousin now on good terms again, it seems she can finally let go of her painful past and start moving forward. I see. I'm glad to hear it. Even without knowing every detail, it was a really complicated situation. I'm just happy it was able to be resolved so amicably. It pleases me to no end to have Lady Claire visit us once again. I'm sure the former president feels relieved as he rests alongside the goddess. Clerk. Greetings, welcome to the Revolt Company. Believe it or not, I got this job because Kalinka put in a good word for me. As far as I know, she's out performing at Mater Park today. If you have time, you should stop by and have a listen. I'm happy to be able to work while surrounded by all these wonderful instruments. I can't thank Kalinka enough for introducing me to the manager and helping me get a job here. What you got? Mishi Music Box. Wow, that is pretty damn good for a music box, I gotta say. Just a straight accuracy 100 is really good. But also provides permanent delay and everything else. We'll buy more if we want to. We should probably save our money a little bit till we can buy new weapons and armor, because we'll probably find new weapons and armor. Also, these were from Cold Steel 1 and 2, if I recall correctly. Theresa. Well, if it isn't Rena in Class 7, and this would be your younger sister, right? Hi, everyone. I never thought you'd be dropping in like this. Sorry to barge in. It's good to see you again, Emily. You too, Theresa. Hello, my name is Elise Schwarzer. It's a pleasure to meet you both. If I remember correctly, you both serve in the Imperial Air Force, yes? Are you here because of the incident in Crossbell? Good guess, but not quite. We're being transferred to the Joint Staff Office on recommendation from Supreme Commander Van Dyke. You are? That's great news, timing-wise. Though something tells me there's more to the story than that. Well, leave it to Reen to be as sharp as a tack. Something smells fishy. Ain't the like a aqueduct. We'd love to tell you what we know, honest, but it's still being treated with top secrecy, even within the military. We promise we'll compare notes with you when the time comes, though. Good enough for me. I'll look forward to it. With that out of the way, yeah, I'm pretty worried about what's happening in Crossbow. I know Elisa is probably okay, but the fact we haven't heard from her doesn't make it easier. I'm with you. We're in the dark thanks to the intelligence division being scaled back. It's so frustrating. All I can do is believe that she's somewhere safe right now and is okay. That's how I felt too. I know the friends we have there will never lose hope, no matter how grim the odds are. Can't imagine the old Class 7 being phased now of all times. Right, there's no point in wringing our hands right now. Let's just do what we can from over here now. The cross team. Oh yeah! It would be those two, Ferris and Elisa, right? I think they're all on the lacrosse team. I mean, they might say what they were affiliated with if we were lucky, but they'll probably just say they're part of the Imperial Air. They're part of the Imperial Air Force. That's right. There may be tough times ahead, but look after yourselves and don't push too hard. Second Lieutenant Theresa and Emily. Third Air Force. Hey look, the lacrosse club. A fiery figure in Thor's graduate. She was once president of its lacrosse club and was always up for coaching Elisa and Theresa in the sport. And Theresa, a calm noblewoman and Thor's graduate. She was vice president of its lacrosse club, and she followed its president Emily into the Air Force. It's so hard to predict what will happen next. Thankfully, it looks like Ferris and the others are taking action too. For now, all we can do is coordinate with each other as best we can and put one foot in front of the other, come what may. Even if it was only while I had a little downtime at work, I also thought I was able to visit Emily's house. They've done so much for me and taken such good care of me ever since the Civil War 2 years back. Now that I've seen her parents and little brother, it feels like I can finally move ahead without anything weighing me down. Charging into my work this afternoon at 110% power. I know Crossbow's in a tough spot right now, but I'm sure Elisa's hanging in there. Same goes for Toa and Machias. We gotta hang in there too and be ready. Let's finish up this break and get back to work. After that, Emily. Okay. People in this room. Things in the army appear to be as hectic as ever, but at least the girls seem to be in good sports. Today's gonna be a good day, I reckon. It's even more lively than usual around here, and that always cheers me up. Things in the army appear to be as hectic as ever, okay. It's rare enough for Emily to find the time to come home, but I didn't expect to see Theresa too. Still, Mom's enthusiasm is beginning to concern me. At this rate, she'll make more cookies than we could ever eat. Baking up a storm. What a treat it is to have Theresa come by. I was starting to worry. She'd been so busy since the war ended. Still, it's good to know both our girls are doing well. I'm so happy. I think I'm gonna flex my baking muscles and make lots and lots of cookies. And we got an upstairs, but I don't think anyone is up there. Nope. unfortunately, the tram is out of service, just like the bus. Oh. We have a lot of places to go. I say we save this one for last, considering that's where we saw the event with, C. Also, I'm pretty sure we only entered, Mater Park in Cold Steel 1. Yeah. So got a touch-up. Yep, there he is. Man in suit. I thought this would be a relaxing spot to take a break, but I had no idea I'd be treated to a concert. And they're really good. I wonder if the others with Elliot Craig are also professionals. He and Laura's duel, yeah, it was held by the, that little, canopy in the back there. Way back in that corner there on the top of the staircase.
Mater Park is a popular spot to relax and unwind.
Don't I know it?
Yeah.
I've taken some good-ass naps here. Oh, and there he is.
His music is always so beautiful.
Finding him sure didn't take long, huh?
Yep, right here. Verbs. Pigeons. Let's talk to people before we go. Lemon. Lord Rufus is all over the papers again, you know. You'd think a guy that cute could do no wrong, but he is not cute enough for me to support going to war again. Yeah, besides, you wouldn't be able to hang out anymore if that happened. Oh, but you know who else is cute? The new president of Calvard. He's a super hottie in my book. There's a new president of Calvard. You serious? He's got like 30 years on us. But if I had to pick someone older, I'd go for Carl Regnitz. Okay then. Hang on a second. My GPU is winding up for some reason. I guess you're right, that is kind of old for us. Yeah, probably got Lord Rufus's cute face, though. These pigeons are great conversationalists.
For how tranquil this place usually is, I can't help but always think of when the ILF made a mess of it.
I remember being terrified when the princess and I were kidnapped at the time, but it feels like more a distant memory now.
Every story I hear about you reminds me how strong a person you truly are.
See, leading up to the war, I was too busy looking after my grandson and a degree of other woes to tend to the plants. I didn't like the look of the red weeds I found when I gave them a quick look after the war broke out. No matter how many times I pulled them, they kept growing back. Frightful enough that I up and moved the flower bed. I planted those seedlings with my son. I don't want anything to keep them from growing. Could he mean pleroma grass? This old geezer's lucky he's not the one being planted 6 feet under. What a lucky guy. Princess Alphen sometimes comes to enjoy this park and its greenhouses. Helping her heal through my flowers is all the inspiration I need to keep looking after them. She adores this park, so I appreciate him pretending to it so lovingly for her. Good spin. The Crystal Garden is one of the largest tourist attractions the city has to offer. Looks normal enough from the outside to me. We can probably ignore it. But Reen. Flowers. And fish.
Want a bite? Nice.
It's a whopper.
A red perch. Catch one more.
Want a bite? Nice.
Crap.
Not bad at all.
Time for snow crab. Woman in suit. The crowd over there just keeps getting bigger and bigger. There's too many people going over there. I think I'll just have lunch here and listen. I'd like some juice, Jonathan. Hey there, if you want some of the freshest juice you've ever done tasted in your life, then you come to the right place. Hooey! Am I ever glad I could quit being a soldier and come back to this job. Though with that Governor General in charge of Crossbell again, I'm worried the bliss won't last. Please tell me I won't get conscripted again. I'm telling you, nothing beats enjoying the smell of fresh juice while listening to the breeze caress the trees. I hope I never have to go a day without this joy in my life ever again. Buy some juice for the recipe. They make C a fisherman, you swear to Adios. I bet the moment that Lapis figures out you can eat fish, she will be the fisherman of the group. Or I guess fisherwoman in this case. Fisher doll. This is quite the crowd. And it's his tune. Not bad. Let's go get a better view. Auto playing, I have no control over this. I don't know if we could have given a better performance. It may have been our best one yet. Oh, but there's always room for improvement. Elliot Craig.
I think I'm with them on this one. It's not often our ensemble comes together this perfectly.
You got me there. I don't think we had a single note out of sync, did we? Nope, we were all feeling it to the point where it felt natural to play as one. I think you two were so into it that you forgot we had an audience. I'm sure I should be proud of losing myself like that. But when it's just you and the music, there's no better feeling in the world. Well, I'll give you a pass this time. As long as our audience is happy, that's all that really matters. And they were very happy. You know, we wouldn't be having moments like these at all if not for you two. Yeah, if you hadn't shown up when you did. That experience gave me a real wake-up call on just how much power music can have. I'm trying to think. This was in, I can't remember the name of the town, but we're like Ash's hometown. It's up to us to decide how to use that power, be it for good or for ill. It was like a distraction, I think, if I recall correctly. I regret what we decided last year. Can't believe we tried to take such a beautiful thing and twist it to inspire war. What were we thinking? Whatever it was, it's in the past now. Exactly, you're back to your old selves now, right? Good thing, too, because today wouldn't have gone nearly as well without you. Yeah, I could never dream of being how I was. Now we can take what we've learned and focus on bettering both ourselves and the world as musicians. You almost make it sound like you'll be flying circles around me if I don't pick up the slack. Then we'll just have to keep up the pace. Oops, got sidetracked. I spotted a few familiar faces among the audience and meant to say hello sooner. Oh yeah, you're friends from Thor's, right? Evening to you, punk. How's it going? We should say hello together. Yeah, let's go.
Sorry for making you wait, but I'm glad you stuck around for the show. What'd you think? No need to be polite. Tell us how we really did.
I thought it was brilliant. You were in perfect harmony with one another.
I was genuinely speechless.
Yeah, almost hurts that I wasn't able to catch the start of it.
I'll take that.
That sounded like a genuine compliment. We thought we did well too, but it's nice hearing it wasn't just in our heads. Sorry if it feels like we dragged you over our way. Is this the first time you've seen each other as a whole? Oh no, we had a class reunion not too long ago. We just haven't had a chance to play together in ages. We couldn't pass it up with all of us being in Heimdall now. The Vivo Company started up a small orchestra and I couldn't resist applying since I used to work there. Then Ron and Morris joined it too, and so here we are. Huh, I didn't know they started one. I imagine you have to be top-notch to be accepted. Yeah, it wasn't easy getting accepted, let me tell you. But hey, we can't let Elliot show us up all the time, so it was worth the hustle. Makes sense. I'm just glad you found a way to keep playing music that makes you happy. And the thing that makes me happy is the four of us going on tour together in the future, so I hope we can. Really? Consider my bag's already packed. Sorry, did you guys just forget what we were talking about? Ellie can do what he likes, but we have to work around the orchestra's schedule. I'm sure we can figure something out, though. By the way, I wasn't expecting to see Elise with you. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you. Your classes are sorely missed. I haven't done that many, but that's still nice of you to say. Wait, you're a teacher? I think the girls mentioned that to me, come to think of it. You're a music lecturer at St. Estrella, correct? Provisional, but yeah. I'm still learning the ropes to showing the ropes, but it's been a lot of fun so far. I can't believe you get to instruct in an all-girls school, too. And it always manages to luck out in life, huh? I wish I could lecture at St. Estrella. Just once would be enough. I hope you never will if you think he's lucking out. Oh, is that the time? We should probably get going. Weebelt wants us to start rehearsing at their flagship store. Yeah, we'll see you guys around. Have fun with the rest of your time in Heimdall. I'll make sure they do. Hope rehearsal goes well. See you later. Well, I guess it's time we got started. I managed to gather some useful information. That was fast. Where from? I spoke to a few fans and hit up some connections at the Music Academy. It seems Imperial Army soldiers have been spotted in the town a lot more than usual these days. And whatever they're meeting up here for, it's not on the docket. That is suspicious. I called Dad to see if he knew anything about it, but no luck there. I don't think the prince's disappearance is top secret when you go pretty high up. I got the feeling he knew something, though, just that he wasn't sharing. It's very odd for soldiers to be having secret meetings while in uniform. It's possible they're foreign spies disguising themselves as soldiers, but I don't see what they would stand to gain from their actions. Yeah, I don't think it's that deep. It wouldn't shock me if they were still in uniform off the clock because they were short on time. Is something bothering you, Elise? There is, but I'd like to get my thoughts in order a little more before sharing. Oh, alright then. All we got now is that something smells fishy. Lady Orio's instincts were absolutely onto something, yeah. It's too early to say for certain if any of this relates to C. But we should keep that at the back of our minds just in case. The investigation continues then. Yeah, let's keep our eyes peeled. Yeah, I mean, I guess he has been informed of the whole situation. And now we have to talk to everybody in the park now that it's been populated. Anyway, Punk, I'm doing alright. Barely uneventful day. Let's talk to people. Hearing Elliot Craig perform in person is such a privilege. I remember listening to those two boys there playing during the war, too. Their initial pieces were more energetic and aggressive, but what they've played since has been more heartwarming. Their music gave me the strength to make it through the day in those tough times, so I'm glad I can hear them again. Do you think that they perform here regularly? I'll have to stop by more often and see. Also, since he's in the party, is that new art? I feel like that's new art. I don't think he had the violin in the shot before. Check his skills. Got Detector, Strength and Arts Attack down, Holy Song 2, Blue Oratorio, Sleep and Mute, Nocturne Bell, which is Nightmare, Ethereal Symphony, which is damage reduction 70%. Pretty sure everyone got new art for the status menu. Lecter and Claire are the counter arguments to that. As like Claire has her Cold Steel 2 art, and Lecter has his Cold Steel 3 art. Also, I got no idea if Elise's art is the same or not. I don't remember if she was ever part of the party in the other games. Anyway, it's nice to have a higher damage reduction thing. Elise, Mr. Craig. Oh, you're from my brother's school. Does that mean Yuna and Kurt are with you by any chance? I'm afraid not. Well, that's a shame. They were at St. Estrella recently to solve some kind of problem, if I recall. And create new problems while they're at it. I wasn't with them for most of it, but it sounds like it was eventful to say the least. I saw you two in the audience earlier, by the way. What'd you think? What I think? It was stellar. Your music just made me burst with energy I never wanted to end. It made me want to put in the extra selge in the music class so I can perform even half as well. Sure know how to butter up an instructor. I'm glad our feelings resonated so much with you. They definitely did. Today was my lucky day. There's only one thing that could have made it just a little bit luckier. I hope to see you again sometime soon. If the students who helped out at school tagged along, I wouldn't complain. Certainly. There has to be more to what she said. I bet. Let's poke Yuna about it later. There's just something special about your performances, Mr. Craig. I'm so glad we could hear one today. It really brightened Rosalie's spirits. Thank you for giving us such an inspired performance, Mr. Craig. To tell you the truth, I was feeling a bit blue about some things back home, but I feel much better now. Music really does have the power to heal, doesn't it? Be sure to come visit the school with your students. We've been itching to thank them for their help. I'll be sure to let them know. There she goes again. Her enthusiasm is highly suspicious. What was it that happened at St. Estrella? Was what happened at St. Estrella really worthy of making such an impact? In a manner of speaking. I can't remember what happened. That's what makes Elliot Reen's best friend. He too could get all the ladies if he wanted to. So somebody said like what was it, like the cute baby face thing? And I think that was somewhere in like Cold Steel 2, possibly. I think it's like possibly the kidnapping thing, if I recall. That one side quest. That's the only thing I can think of. The Imperial Music Academy students often used to play here until the Civil War. It's good to see the park getting some life back again. Daddy, I want to learn an instrument too. Got anything new to say? Nope. Either that or a special event that gets unlocked later. Like a flashback or something. I can't believe I looked out and saw the famous Elliot Craig perform for free. I heard that tickets to his concert sell out in seconds. Talk to everybody around here and then we'll talk to the people up there. I'm not much of an avid music listener, but that performance was amazing. That sure made for a refreshing break. I'm just in awe of how beautiful that was. I was so moved. It's still lingering in my heart. I made it permitted that boy to be friendly with my daughter, but he is still a commoner. Thought it best to watch over them so I could intervene in the event he tries anything untoward. I must say, however, that he and his family have shown themselves to be decent, honest people so far. They've given me no reason to intervene, yet. Master, if I may, your conference is scheduled to begin shortly. I think it may be best if you leave them with me. I know. Master, please, you really don't have much time. I've never seen Charlotte make a face like that before. Oh, it's Yetta from, Ortis, right? I feel like I remember the side quest. That concert was great. I never cared much for music before, but that was awesome. Yeah, I had a big smile on my face the whole time you were listening. Oh, that music might have made me feel 50 years younger. Thank you for bringing us to this beautiful park, Charlotte. We owe your father, Count Lackman, was it? For letting us accompany you. It's Count Rackham, Grandma. I didn't realize there would still be an outdoor concert today, but I'm still glad you're enjoying yourselves. I believe we met those in Raquel and Ortis, didn't we? Yeah, Yetta and the rich girl. What'd you bring your whole family on a date for, dumbass? What are you doing here, Ash? Good to see you all again. We had our reservations about that very same thing. But Charlotte thought my good turn in health were celebrating, so she invited us all to this wonderful place. To make it clear, this wasn't intended to be a date, even if it is quite a well-known spot for couples. Grandma, Ash, stop giving everybody the wrong idea. Oh, Yetta and Charlotte both got redder than a Tamartian. I bet you two think you're being real cute now with your flirting, huh? Anything's better than those gloomy faces you had on during the war. Yeah, of course, there's a CS3, there's something in CS4 as well. I could tell you that I, in fact, do not remember exactly which one it was, but my money is on 4. My first time in the capital, you know. And just look at all these shops and big buildings. It's nothing like Raquel. Charlotte's been so nice and taught us so much stuff since we got here. This has been the best family vacation ever. Yep. I was feeling quite unwell before war. I caused my grandchildren no end of worry because of it. But now I can be up and about again. See their smiling faces. This is what makes life worth living. Come on, Ash. When are you coming back to Raquel and saying hello? I know you're busy with school and all, but even Montel's starting to miss you. Like hell he has. But I guess it wouldn't hurt to swing by the casino sometimes. I never dreamed that I would one day be able to come to the capital of Yetta. I'm so glad I stood up to Father and made him see what a good person Yetta is. I know we met Yetta as an NPC first. Yeah, in Cold Steel 3. And then, yeah, the whole side quest where the whole point, I believe, was like to set them up. At least I'm pretty sure it was a side quest. Either that or it just happened in NPC dialogue. But, that occurred in CS4, and I believe that was like the last time we saw those two.
Large school of fish spotted.
Tourist. What a splendid recital that was. The day can only get better after listening to something so nice. Those youngsters were exceptionally talented. Those are some exceptionally talented youngsters. When I get home, I'm going to have to dig my old instrument out and give it a play. And more than likely you have the same dialogue as before. Yep. These 3. If you're serious about going on tour with us, then I'm really gonna have to start putting in the practice. You're already so famous, Elliot, so I want people to think I'm fit to perform with you. I'm not interested in just being in the background. I don't think I'm that famous, but if that inspires you, then I look forward to seeing you show off. Being humble. You showing us the error of our ways during the war means more than you could ever know. If we'd been allowed to continue down that dark road we were one. Sure, we were on. Somebody fat-fingered the E. I doubt we'd have the fun we're having today. I'll never even think of doing anything so foolish ever again. Gotta get back to the orchestra studio and rehearse my head off. I'm ready to put all that concert energy we built up into practicing for our new record before it's all gone. Let me give it a listen when you're done. Absolutely, you and your friends are first on the list. We'll see you later then. Thanks. Have fun at the rehearsal. Gotta get back to the orchestra studio and rehearse our new record. We'll see you later. Yes. He ran into one full sentence that barely made any sense so far in playthrough. Spill the beans. I'm curious. See anybody we know here? Got we got Eustace and Milliam, so that kind of breaks that theory.
All right, we can officially cross Trico's Plaza off the list. I'm ready to hit up the next spot.
There's no need to be in such a rush. How do you still have space in your stomach for more?
You insult me, Eustace. I need to try all the capital's mouth-watering morsels. I can't throw in the towel this early.
You need to sample them all without eating more than your body mass in one sitting.
Says you. I'm still growing. I gotta eat. Growing up has less to do with regular consumption and more to do with acting like an adult. Oh, hey guys!
Eustace Alborea. And Milliam Orion.
Counter-argument to that, by the way. If you want me to start acting like an adult, then you've got to start treating me like it. How's a girl supposed to feel big without being called a big sister? Counter-argument to your counter-argument. That makes no sense. Yes, it does. Don't be mean.
I didn't expect you all to come this early. See, Elliot is already with you? Yeah, we just met up earlier. You think you know Eustace from the first 4 Cold Steel games? Oh, really? We were going gathering around info and we happened to see you here. Elise wanted to help us out too, so that's why she's here. I remember Milliam from the end of Cold Steel 3. I'll do my best not to trouble you. I don't think there's any chance of that. You'll be a fine help. If you need anything, just lean on me. Thank you, I will. I think anyone can tell Elise is going to be a more reliable asset than you here. Rude. Seeing them at the stall together takes me back to the summer festival. How was that only a few short months ago? Feels like so much longer. Can't imagine Eustace saw what Rufus is doing coming either. Has to be weighing heavily on him. But at least he has Milliam to help take his mind off of it. Bug. Come on, big sister, see some love. Please remove yourself from around my neck. But we haven't seen each other in forever. It's barely been 2 weeks. That's 2 whole weeks. She whines, but she's not trying to escape. Yeah. This is how it always is with them now. Hey, do you want to try some gelato or ice cream from one of the stalls? I'll treat you. The milk ice cream is super rich and tasty. I'll pass. I need to leave room for lunch. You're never gonna grow any bigger if you only eat the bare minimum, Tilly. I've gained another regen on you since our last update. At this rate, you're gonna need heels to get anywhere close to my height. But then again, I am older, so maybe I earned it. One ice cream cone, please, with 5 scoops. You only allow 3 scoops maximum? Then I'll take 3, but I'd appreciate it if you made them as big as possible. You believe that? She really doesn't want to lose this thing they've got going on, huh? At least they're bonding in their own way. Anyway, were you guys gathering intel or just on a date? We were not standing idly, and we were certainly not on a date. You've been looking into the flow of goods in the capital. Now explain why you're visiting multiple shops and stalls. What have you learned then? Well, it seems like there's lots of groups buying stuff in bulk lately. All kinds of stuff too. Food, ornaments. It's almost like they're getting ready for something. That is unusual. Could get panic buying in response to Crossbow's occupation, but lately implies before that. Yeah, the war's over and winter's still far off, so it can't be stocking up for the weather. And why? The buyers themselves are suspicious sorts. When we started looking into them in detail, we discovered they were either startups or foreign. That and they all appear to exist in name only. That only adds to the mystery. Oh, you're already done with your ice cream? Wasn't it good? Well, yes. I have to admit that we're not here to discuss ice cream. If the buyers exist in name only, could we be dealing with cases of fraud? Actually, no. The transactions are legitimate, the sellers received their money, and the goods were dispatched. But the other significant mystery is that there's no record of where any of these goods ended up. The Intelligence Division has tried tracking some of these orders, but they just get forwarded all over the place before disappearing along with other orders like this. They may have had better luck if they marked an order from the moment it's placed, but alas. Right, by the time they realize they're dealing with another one of these, the transaction's already long done. So do we think whoever's doing this has gathered all the stuff they need by now? Probably. Sounds as though we're dealing with some very skilled criminals. Perhaps the reborn Imperial Liberation Front is hoarding supplies? What is it? Nothing worthy of note. I was just wondering if it perhaps may lead to Crossbell's new Supreme Leader instead. Well, it could. True. Just cannot fathom why my brother would be so foolish. I thought he finally learned his lesson. It makes no sense to me either. I haven't known him for that long, even if we were both Ironbloods. But after we beat him in the Imperial Fortress, he seemed pretty much done. I think we are all under that same impression. Either way, speculating on what he's trying to do serves us no purpose in the now. Regardless of his reasons, I'll be sure to right his wrongs as his brother. I'm sorry you're going through this, Eustace. Right now, our primary focus isn't him, but the missing prince and princess. That doesn't mean we can afford to turn a blind eye to Crossbow mind. I'm just not sure whether the crisis there and their disappearance are connected in any way. But whatever the answer is, when our focus inevitably turns to him, you won't be alone in confronting him. So don't try running off alone, alright? Don't worry, I wouldn't dare. I'm well aware there's only so much I can do alone. Good, because your friends are here to help you in times of need, and you definitely need us here. We're always here for you, Eustace. Well then, should we get back to gathering information? That would be wise. The more we can find, the better. Then let's go, go, go! Me and the little bunny are ready to go. Indeed, we can't let the rest of Class 7 be the only ones working hard. And I'll be here for whatever you need. Alright, we got a good party of 7. Streams seem to be stopping sometimes. Well, it could be my upload speed. Sometimes Comcast is very garbage. Let's see, sisterly bonds. Altina stacks on the ice cream while hoping it will one day make her taller than Millennium. Their bond as sisters has become readily apparent. Elliot. Old Class 7 traveling musician. The son of Imperial Army General and up-and-coming musician who's starting to make a name for himself with his incredible musical talent. Yeah, I don't always have my eye on the data flow that's here at the bottom right OBS. But, yeah. Blame Comcast. The Old Class 7, House Alberea. Second son of House Alberea of the 4 Great Houses. He acts as Duke for his father and brother, the latter being Crossbell's former Governor General. And then Milliam Orion, Old Class 7 Intelligence Division. An odd series homunculus with a friendly, innocent air about her. She operates under the codename White Rabbit for the Imperial Intelligence Division. I don't believe there's anything else. Yay. Ooh, ice cream. It always brings a smile to my face to see people loving my gelato and ice cream. Maybe I should start thinking about maxing it out to 5 scoops. Really? I'd be first in line if you do. I look forward to rising to the 5 scoop challenge. You got anything else in the shop? Nope. Now let's see. Got a big party. So let's figure out what skills I got. The saber still has platinum shield, completely busted. Noble arc. Barrier, valiant cannon. I'm gonna press Cadbolg M. And then white decoration, 90% damage reduction. For 8 turns. Yeah, like all the I feel like you can tell the difference in quality between some of them. Like Elise definitely has less like shading, like if you pay attention to the hair. Like all of them got a significant update. Elise is probably using old art from Cold Steel 3 or 4.
The Emperor and Empress must be worried sick.
Princess Elfin has tried to put on a brave face at school, but deep down...
The sooner we can find them, the sooner everyone can rest easy.
Right. Let me know what I can do to help.
Eesh.
A bite. Nice. It's a whopper.
1 carp.
A bite.
Dang it.
Nice. Not bad at all.
Now I'm assuming we'll be stopped, or we can get close. I'm afraid only authorized personnel may proceed beyond this point. Yep. Now that the IDF is no more, we of the Heimdall military police are responsible for guarding the palace. Though that may well change once the process of reorganizing the army is complete. Yashin Chevalier in Class 7. A pleasure as always. His Excellency Representative Regnitz has requested we give you our full cooperation. If there's anything we can do for you, please do not hesitate to ask. So I think with this group here, we could probably go try that mini-boss again. What time is it? 11:11. I'm sure Her Majesty must be so relieved now that the Emperor has a clean bill of health. Maybe even overjoyed after the royal wedding. A shame there was no parade, but I send the bride and groom my love. The Imperial family is the face of Erebonia, so as far as this gal is concerned, their good news is our good news. The colors of the palace radiate the same kind of elegance and warmth the Imperial family does. I'm so stoked I get to have my picture taken with it. My wife and I are just itching to take pictures of the palace. The Imperial family's been under a lot of pressure lately. Crown Prince's actions certainly haven't been helping. But the Emperor and Empress have been so sincere in addressing us with all that's been going on. Prince Oliver and Princess Alphen have been often seen touring the capital to learn how to better our lives, too. The efforts have moved me so much that I just had to come and bask here in the palace's majesty. And have I basked? You bet I have. I feel more blessed just by standing here. This man is quite peculiar, but I'm certain his kind words would make Her Highness so happy. Carla, you gotta stay still. I need you to look pretty and pristine as the palace in the shot. Remember in the first game how much thought was put into creating Class 7? The idea, the organization, the people backing them. Riding off of the heels of Persona. With the school. Other than that, it was really good. I liked how they handled Class 7 and the Cold Steel quadrilogy. Even the reboot with new Class 7. The only thing I'd say, if there's anything I didn't like, it's how I think it was Cold Steel 4. How basically everybody in old Class 7 were just complete sad sacks until Yuna had to pep everybody up. That's the only thing I didn't like, because I feel like that's out of character for old Class 7, considering what they've been through. But yeah. See, I remember getting really excited by the speech given here before the war. But the more I think about it, the more I think back on how we all reacted, the more strange it seems. Why were we so eager for war? This area is just full of history, both good and bad. The Lionheart, Dreikel's Rice Arner. Oh, well, here comes Class 7. We haven't seen you since we were all at Edel's rest lodge. Hello, it's good to see you both. Weren't you heading back to Northumbria when we last ran into you? That's right, and the train started up again right after the war ended, so we managed it. But there's been a whole lot of campaigning for independence there, especially with how Crossbell went. The situation has calmed down for now, but it's still more heated than it ever was before. So we came back to Eramonia thinking it'd be a bit safer and a good place to make a little Mira. We did make quite a tidy sum during the summer festival, so I can't deny that played a part in our decision. But we also came to learn there are so many kinds of people here, like all of you in Edel. Thank you, though that does make me blush to hear. Unfortunately, it's hard to declare that Erebonia is calm at the moment. We figured that after Crossbell. But our sons made good friends here, so I think we're going to ride this wave after all. Either way, I imagine you're all going to end up as busy as you were during the war. So please stay safe. We'll both be praying for you. And the same for you. Coming to the Empire, let us meet Edel, all of you. Our son has made lots of friends as well. So many Northumbrians hate the Empire, but I wish they could see the good people who live here the way we can. We couldn't let Artem play outside very much in Northumbria. It makes us so happy to see how much fun he's had since we moved here. What you got? Orange juice. We didn't talk to the kids here. Artem said his family moved here from Northumbria to make money. And he said it's way more fun to play with us because they're not allowed to play outside much there. The Salts made it super empty out in the sticks, and cities are super worked up because they want independence. That took me to Northumbria before, but it sounds real scary now. But at least we get to play together a whole bunch here, so that's good. Oh man, send that ball flying. With all these, it's still a bit of a pet peeve how they're technically a 6th class. They're called 7 instead. It's not once, but twice. I thought there were other classes up to 6. Was there really only like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? Because I thought in Cold Steel there were 3 commoner classes and 3 noble classes that were like classes 1 through 3 and 4 through 6. And then 7 was the mix. That's how... I'm pretty sure I thought that's how it was. Merit police seem very tense. I'm sure the team has to mess with them. I'm sure the team that has to mess with them is in for a pretty severe talking to afterwards. At least that won't be my problem, because my team's going to win. Artem's here, so let's split up into 2 even groups and play kickball. Whoever loses got to stare down one of the soldiers for 10 seconds. Who was noble and 3 were commoner? Huh. That is very odd. Yay, playing sounds fun. The long journey here from Northumbria is so boring, I really want to run around. Alright, that's everybody here. So now we can head back to the Leica district, go right into the Heimdall catacombs. and get ourselves killed. Let's see, what do you got? Infinity. Boost potency of healing items. And CP increase. I love CP increase ones. Doing a miss. Alright, you're gonna be stealing an Infinity then. This guy, pretty sure is stuff for you as well at this point. All I need is to get my BP up. And then I just need one turn with the character alive. And if we can get our BP up, that's basically guaranteed.
You have the advantage.
Yeah, we could also do this.
All for one? And one for all! I believe you!
Smack. That's a lot of damage.
Alright, nice work, team.
And getting the CP back is actually very easy. We just gotta break some bases.
Ready.
And then we could just teleport right out. And back in. Easy peasy. We are set.
Ready.
Time to kick some ass.
Powerful enemy. Exercise caution.
Basically, we... Oh, wait, I thought... Oh, no, I didn't do it twice. Whoops. Either way, we just need to get our turn, so... It doesn't matter too much if we die. Since the backup team will handle it. Because they immediately go.
I'll do my best.
Leave it to me.
Let's go, Lemmy!
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we need to put Altina in the lead for this. It doesn't work. Yeah, I need Altina in the lead so that we have a Eppin whatchamacallit. Well, we'll have to go with something else for now.
Thanks. Very well.
Yeah, unfortunately his Platinum Shield is not going to be useful here compared to something that's actually good. I can't use the team stuff.
Resonate! Sephiral Symphony!
Very well.
See, does he have an interrupt? He does.
On your knees. They're open.
An opening! Okay!
I guess I do have to scan them, right? Afterglow Vessel. More important one. Let's see. A strange creature that drifts in the space between dimensions. It will explode with holy light sealed within if damaged. Damn, that's not good at all. Alright.
Are you okay?
Damn you!
I'm fine letting it restart.
Sorry.
Bad. What strength?
Pretty sure we'll never get a turn where it works out well. But let's see.
Let's go.
Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. Chrono Burst.
It's my turn.
Yeah, we got it this time. Yeah, just do this.
For one. It's my turn.
And now we get our Eben Crystal.
Listen, even Crystal.
I'm up.
Very much important. Let's see, and considering that... Oh, we didn't... I guess the scan went away. Wait a minute. Afterglow, Shadow, Shadow, After... Okay, so there's 2 of them. I guess it's a good thing that I double-checked. Shadow Vessel. The strange creature that drifts in space between dimensions will explode with vile darkness. Darkness sealed within if damaged. Reflect.
Not on my watch.
Reflected.
Sure.
I'll sharpen another battle scope on you. So you need to figure out what Adeptus' description is. A Dark Ages wizard who sacrificed all he was to achieve immortality. All that remains is a shell of pure obsession. Anyway, reflect.
I'm ready.
Are all these guys weak to this? Some of them are weak to Galleon Ford here. Sure, why not?
Arcus activate.
Let's just save the Ebon Crystal for a bit longer. So they can keep hurting themselves.
Engaging.
Gonna toss one of these on as well.
I'm up. Gale! Now! It's mine!
Ooh, Art's reflection on himself.
Ha! Steal yourself. Thank you.
Summon Apparition. Art.
Yeah. Forgive me.
Yeah, that happens.
This'll be fun.
Anyway, Ebon Crystal.
Numbers up. For mine! It's down! Got him!
My turn. Yeah. Thank you so much.
It's my turn!
You might actually reflect one of those. Yep. I think that was a good move then. You can reactivate Ebon Crystal.
Listen.
Numbers up.
See, what are you vulnerable to? 60% chance to faint. What's 60% of 60%? It's like a 30% chance or something?
You're mine! Yeah!
Okay, look, a faint.
Got him!
Engaging. Now, I'll go. I'll fight. There. I'll support you. Thank you so much. I'll fight. Here I go.
I don't know what the other people have, sadly.
Would you mind?
Leave it to me.
See, we got Shining. That's actually helpful here.
Yeah!
If he uses melee attacks,
I'll support
that,
you.
You have
that
my
is.
thanks.
I need to waste another one to steal that BP3 turn. There. Now, the next turn we get, we can throw on our reflection again. There goes Thesis. Seriously, these guys really do just cheat, don't they? Green finally gets to turn after a literal eternity. That's what Chronoburst is here for, at least.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Listen.
I'm up.
I should have used Spirit Unification first. Oops.
I'm up.
I shall go. Yeah.
You have my thanks.
I'm up. Roar!
Engaging.
This game is as cruel as the first Mario Party. That's pretty funny, I like that.
Switching out. Put my best foot forward.
That guard, though.
It's my turn.
And then we don't have the ability to prevent that.
Forgive me.
Yeah, we never
It's my turn.
we are never going to have a chance to just deal a good amount of damage to him. He has...
It's my turn.
Well, actually, I didn't properly set all of our quartz, did I? I can fix that. There's some there should be an autosave.
What could this
I'm just
be?
gonna let him fall.
I'm up. Sorry, everyone.
I'll do my best.
Switching in.
It's my turn.
My turn.
Okay, fine.
Strength depleted. I'm sorry.
Sorry, everyone.
Bad.
Little bit more setup we can do. Oh, this actually had everybody here. Sweet. Anyway, pretty much the way we could just fix this is probably give everybody the give some people the break damage one, and everybody gets a Scorpio, of course, but that's also the hard part. We have to deal with all that garbage, and considering there's so many magic attacks, it feels like we're going to be relying on a lot of RNG. Like, we could slap Dev on everybody and give everybody shield too, and that would give them like 45% chance to dodge. Not good enough to rely upon. Not at all. Yeah, shield 2 is 15%. My next best guess is probably using... Well, actually, no. Well, Millium's thing might be fine, considering it's 90%. And it lasts twice as long as the reflection. In addition, I should probably make sure I actually
We have the advantage.
have 5 BP when I enter the battle. That's kind of important. Why?
I'm ready. Engaging. Activate. Battle complete.
Ready.
Right. once again.
Ready. Now, bring it on.
Okay then. Fuck off.
Target's eliminated.
Come on. There we are. I think there's an inn in one of the districts, but I don't think we have access to any of those districts. I'm gonna rest in an inn for CP. Yeah, but like I said, like I'm not sure. Is there an inn technically? In any of the places we can go? I don't think there is one here. If we use the map as a guide, I can properly avoid running into enemies. I'd like to get into the fight with max CP as well, because I think we're going to need any little bit of an edge we can find for ourselves, like usual. You always gotta get every little bit of an edge we can. Almost. Ash is still a little bit low. Let's teleport back to the top. Teleportation is super convenient. No wonder the villains always use it. Alright, once again, we gotta survive for a turn. Or... well, hopefully we survive,
Be careful.
with one person from the front group alive.
Damn it.
To be honest, I still count Crow and Million as true members of Class 7. Yeah. They're not original members, but I consider them members.
Useless.
Sorry, everyone.
This'll be fun.
We'll go with Ebon Crystal till the little ones are dead. Since we got a lot of mileage out of that.
Thanks.
Here I go. My turn. Search.
This'll be
Should have
fun.
stuck with someone with Chrono Burst in the back row. That way I could get a better thing out here, but unfortunately we don't have that luxury. Anyway, we die.
Strength depleted.
everyone.
I'm sorry.
Leave it to me.
Alright,
Very
reset.
well. Now,
Actually,
Go in.
battle scope you so that we have you when we retry. Alright.
this blade.
Bad. What strength? Be careful.
Oh, that BP0 turn.
Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, if we lose our front
Useless.
if we lose our front row, then we
Your
reset.
strength depleted. I'm sorry.
Leave it to me.
It's my turn.
Very well.
Go and it's broke.
There. This blade.
Bad. What strength? Be careful.
Sorry,
Forgive me.
everyone.
Strength depleted. I'm
Your
sorry.
patience is
Leave
commendable.
it to me.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Leave it to now.
I could also buy a bunch of proxy puppets if I find a store, which I'd have to go to the plaza for.
Bad.
Proxy puppets would be able to remedy the situation. As they always do.
Sorry, everyone.
Eventually the RNG will work out in our favor.
Strength depleted.
Question my sanity.
I'm sorry.
I question my sanity a lot too.
Now, huh?
Very well.
Go
There. This blade.
Bad. What strength? Be careful. Strength depleted.
everyone.
I'm sorry.
Hateful.
Yet. Come on.
Here I go.
I like that CP0 turn. It's always nice.
I'm ready.
That was the wrong move. I should have used that
I'll fight.
Altina first.
Thank you. I'm ready.
Oh hey. We got it.
Listen. Here I go. Would you mind?
I'll do my best.
What you got? Curious. 5% to mute.
Good night.
Oh yeah, they reflect does not get reflected. You got that same mirror off.
Not on my watch.
And love the game mechanics.
Not on my watch. Not on.
I am spamming the ever-living crap out of this start button on my controller. Just skip all the animations.
No.
They're still going. Oh yeah, stream did die.
This'll be fun.
Good shit.
I'm up. I'm up. Came down! Now! It's mine!
My turn. Yeah. I shall go.
Florida back. We'll see how long that lasts.
Rihanna, fire! Engaging.
Steal that turn for the BP.
Eternally.
My turn.
Okay. We can attempt white decoration here.
Woohoo! White decoration!
Engaging.
Scream can't give up, it seems. Possibly. It's too intense.
Thanks. Thanks.
Okay, this is a lot more. This is a lot more tolerable.
My turn. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm up.
I'm gonna remove all your defense buffs, buddy. I got a 0 arts turn.
Not on my watch.
My turn.
Oh, this is a really good set of turns here.
Thanks. Thanks.
Thank you.
Now, eat this. Here's dessert.
Oh, he just got that ability again.
That's what you get for
Or
being
attack.
careless.
Now.
That critical turn. I don't want him having that. At least steal that
Take
turn.
over.
Put my best foot forward. Here I go. Calm as rainwater. Ah! I'll fight.
Woohoo! White decoration!
I'm ready.
And he gets his defense buffs back again.
Forgive me.
Death blow.
Not on my watch.
I need to equip everybody with death blow resistant accessories. Noted.
It's my turn.
Summon apparition has a chance for that.
It's my turn. Roar! Helix, it's my turn. Come through.
I shall go. Activate. Destroy.
Now, the Crescent Mirror spamming is really annoying. It makes him take a lot longer than he should. He's vulnerable to freeze. That's a very interesting weakness.
You're mine.
If only I can inflict it reliably.
It's my turn.
Thank you so much.
Let's go.
I also do not have breath, but I guess I can use UF heal, see what happens.
Sure.
And unfortunately, we can't reactivate white decoration, so we're basically screwed. Dancing petals might be helpful here. It doesn't help the art spam though, so it doesn't work for very long.
Resonate! Sephiral Symphony!
Numbers up.
You're mine. It's down. Got him.
Useless. Engaging. Arcus activate. I'll save you.
I think Elise can steal that BT0 turn.
Ready.
Yeah.
Here I go.
Woohoo! White decoration!
Won't evade arts though.
Here I go.
It'll evade his weird random death blowy thing because that has a chance to miss for whatever reason. Let's see what we can do. Probably just attack or switch.
Would you mind?
Leave it to me. On your knees.
Yeah.
I'm up. Crimson out. It's mine. This'll be fun. You're mine.
Useless.
Damn it.
My turn.
Or behind the scenes gameplay justice though. Yeah, immortality with all the defense buffs he gives himself. It's lore accurate.
You have my thanks. It's my turn.
And I can't even use Chrono Burst because it'll waste the white decoration turns.
Crimson Flash.
Useless. Attack.
There. Leave it to me. On your knees. This'll be fun. You're mine. It's down.
Got another feint.
Not on my watch.
Still gets to make an attack. And that.
Damn it.
There it is.
Strength depleted. I'm sorry.
I can't lose. I can't lose.
You have my thanks.
I can still fight.
Here, Ash, just hurt him so we get the 3 BP turn.
I can't lose.
Rely on unbalance for VP like Golden Spear. Yeah, I don't do that enough. But the thing is, it relies on him not going through an infinite number of turns to wear it off. Like, debuffs just don't really work too much in this mode. Maybe if we stack speed as well, but even then it won't help too much.
Thank you.
Deathblowed.
Damn it.
Strength depleted. I'm sorry.
Very well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Damn it.
I can't lose.
For one. Leave it to me.
He at least has breath.
Yeah.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Please let us take that BP 0 turn.
Damn it.
You son of a bitch.
Very well. Arcus activate. Damn it.
Oh cool, his stuff also lowers move like
Can't lose.
oh no wait, it's the thing he's using, Galleon Fort, it lowers a random stat, I think. That's why Reen has double minus speed right now.
I can still fight.
Thanks.
I'll
You
support.
have my thanks. Yeah. It's my turn. On your knees. This'll be fun.
Yeah, Art's turn is useless here. Love it.
You're mine!
I shall go.
You have my thanks.
You didn't take the 10% HP turn at least. I would have stolen that from him if I had the ability. I have to pay attention.
Damn you!
You are not getting that. Or the next one.
Time to paint this town red. Eternally flow.
Also, hang on to this. No, you don't.
Strength depleted.
everyone.
Very nice. Got it anyway. Because all the arts wore off our damage reduction.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, we need to get death blow immunity for this fight. Just the RNG tied to it is not worth fighting against. But I think if we can get that, we'll be fine for the boss fight once we get a good start. And where do we get it? Where do we get it? We can only really get it from Vaniqua Street. The only place with shops. So I guess we'll see the bit with C when we enter the plaza. Sup, citizen? Both the Empress and the Princess have looked much more cheerful since the Prince's marriage. And now he is, and now he and his lady sure are on their honeymoon. Knowing they're doing so well really puts a spring in my step. He doesn't know. Basil. Name is familiar. With the trains more expensive than ever, I've taken to walking so I can save Samira. This is all because the Empire had to pay reparations to the Republic, right? Why do we have why do we have to be the ones to suffer when it's the government that lied to us in the first place? I know there's no way of getting around it, but it still sucks. You'd be surprised how much those travel expenses impact our finances at home. I know there's no getting around the price hike, but it still sucks. Some folks from our place got drafted into the war. One of them is so traumatized that he still isn't back on his feet. That old thing may have only lasted a day, but the scars run deep. A few weeks after the end of the Great War, my youngest son started attending Sunday school. Now he's got lots of friends and seems to be having a grand old time. Seeing the youngsters in such good spirits is enough to keep me chugging along. Let's talk to everybody before we enter shops. Ah, well, if it isn't everyone from Thor's. If I remember correctly, he's Wayne's father. Hello, good to see you. Looks like you're patrolling the capital. Is everything okay? As you can see, things are peaceful as ever. Even the tourists have returned. There haven't been any big incidents as of late. Well, other than Crossbill situation making front page news. That's also a mistake there. Other than the Crossbill situation, I'm guessing? Ah, yes. Instructor. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the military police have been informed of the situation with His Highness or C's proclamation. So everything really is being kept under wraps then. Thank you for speaking with us. If anything changes, please let us know. But of course. I assume this is part of your special ops? Good luck, everyone. Holding up this businessman. As a father, I'm relieved Wayne moved up at school. But I'm not exactly supposed to talk about this sort of thing while I'm on duty, though. And with things in Crossbell, Jirai, and Northumbria still unstable, who knows what could happen. We need to stay alert and focused. It'd end the war within the day, yeah. Shit got real crazy over the course of a single day. We're on patrol every day, but there have been no big incidents. I pressed to comment on something. I'd only mentioned that Representative Rengsys has been mighty busy. Yeah, words. I understand there's no getting around it since he's the current representative, but I do wish he wouldn't push himself so. Welcome. Have you already read the latest issue of the Imperial Chronicle? Former Governor General escaped from prison and appeared at the Crossbow signing ceremony, and the SSS was defeated by the Ebon Defense Force. I heard the cover story was supposed to be a special feature on Crossbow's independence, but it all got revised. I just hope that all this chaos doesn't lead to another war. Special issue of the Imperial Chronicle. I guess I could exchange a little bit more Mira. Gosh, my big brother is always leaving me in charge of the store. He's talking about how great this is, but he's the only one who gets to skip out on work. You know what, though? I should just be grateful things are back to normal. I'm willing to indulge my brother's selfishness for a little longer. What you got? You really can't beat weather this nice. At the end of the day, all I really want is to run the store with my little sis and enjoy some peace and quiet. Well, with everything going on in Crossbow, the thought of potentially being drafted again casts a bit of a shadow over it all. It'd be nice if things could just wrap themselves up before they get any worse. I don't know what I'll do if I get drafted again. It'd be nice if things could wrap themselves up before they get any worse. What you got? Fish and tartar time. What? Indulgent fried fish slatter and sharp flavored tartar sauce goodness.
Business as usual here, even with the prince gone MIA.
Oh.
The information blackout will only
that
last
must
for
be
so
where we
long.
entered.
We need to find a lead soon.
Agreed. We'll need to give this place a thorough look.
My word, what could the former Governor General possibly be thinking? The idea of unifying the continent is nothing but a pipe dream in my opinion. Plus, I really doubt he plans on going to war with the Empire. I don't know what he's plotting, but I wish he wouldn't drag the rest of us into it. What's that? United Nation of Crossbell, he says? I doubt that's ever going to come to be. Nah, but I'm sure somebody's just conducting a very, interesting social experiment in the background with it. Yes. I must admit, it feels a little wrong to be out shopping while Crossbell's under siege and all. But at the same time, I've got to do something to keep my spirits up or else I'll completely lose my mind. All I wish to say is that sales at the Dry Branch are great. Good. Nice work out there, Sepha. You mentioned something earlier about an independence movement, though. How'd all that pan out? Things must have been pretty rowdy. What with protesters demonstrating in front of the shop and all that. It was fairly volatile for a while there. From what I understand, there have been attempts, even without the government's intervention, to de-escalate the situation. As a result, the instability is dissipating in an effort to gain the sympathy of the locals. Gotcha. Well, glad to hear things aren't looking so hairy out there now. I've got a feeling we have a certain someone to thank for tidying things up, but either way, we should count our blessings. I'm not sure I follow you. It's fine, don't worry about it. All that matters is that the Dry Branch is in good shape. Keep up the good work as manager there, Sepha. Thank you, I will. Though it feels a little surreal to be called a manager these days. As far as I'm aware, Crow's in Dry himself right now. Ar must sense his hand in all that's been going on, however minor. Our bottom line really took a 1-2 punch in Jirai to the war, and then the independence movement gaining heat. Now things are stabilizing over there, though our sales are looking up. I'm sure. Huh. Is this text box in the wrong place? Or does Sepha speak in the third person now? I'm sure Sepha hasn't had the easiest time being the branch manager, but it looks like she's got a good grip on things now. What do you say? Hey, long time no see, folks. Things are pretty rocky over in Jirai, but thankfully the craziness seems to have subsided for the time being. Speaking of Jirai, that reminds me of a certain someone from there. One day after the war, he just strolled in my shop. I'd heard the guy died, so you can imagine how my jaw hit the floor. Not that I was unhappy to see him, mind. I take it a lot's happened over there. It's good to see at least a little peace and stability return to the area for once. Oh, I meant to say, next time the Academy's putting on any events, be sure to reach out to us. You guys are some of our most valued clients, so we're more than happy to cut you a great deal. I'm here to buy some new clothes for a trip I'm taking with my boyfriend. Now that things around town are back to normal, we figured now would be a good time to visit Ordis. The sun must be really bright out there, huh? I better make sure to bring lots of sunscreen with me. Is anything readable on the sign? No, not really. This was a rush job, but there was way too much to keep track of. These games have more text than like the entirety of the Lord of the Rings. And it's translating Japanese characters to English characters. There's just so much that it's very difficult to keep track of everything. Some mistakes are understandable, for certain. It's just fun pointing them out. It's only when they're egregious, like if they're in the names of crafts. Like, I can't remember which one it was that we saw, where there was a mistake in the craft name. But like, yeah, like, it's more understandable if they're just NPC dialogues, but if it's one for the main story, those should all be tested and reread tens of times, at least. Let's see. Sefa dropped by to give a report on her store branch in Jirai. At first, she seemed concerned about whether she had what it takes to run the business as a manager, but judging by the way she's talking, it appears those fears have been alleviated. Wait a minute. The last line of her dialogue and this line are very similar. I think somehow the text from here ended up getting transferred over, but it was like at a different point in translation. So weird. Remember one of the translators from the XE versions of CS1 and 2 keeps spreadsheets of certain NPCs and lore-related stuff? Yeah, I do remember hearing about that. None of these prevent death blow. That is bullshit. So we need death blow prevention. It'd be nice if we had extra stuff. Let's see, nomadic coat. So it gives less defense than the latest, like, ceramic equipment. But hey, it gives 10% evasion. It's pretty good. Although we don't really have anybody built for evasion. Except for maybe Reen. So he gets it. I'm pretty sure it's like a lot of the translators from Xseed are still working for Nissan, the Cold Steel games. It's just that they're under a different probably timetable and timeline for how they have to get things done. Let's see. Wow, another big order from yet another client. I've been getting a lot of these lately. Maybe it's a sign that business is starting to pick up again. Oh, sorry, you probably don't want to hear about something like that. I was just thinking aloud to myself. I've had my hands full keeping up with big orders from multiple firms recently. It's been a relief. I was worried business was going to keep trending downward, but now things are looking up. Feels a bit strange, truth be told, but far be it of me to look gift horse in the mouth. Is that how you say it? Business booming, it's a large order coming in. I'd be lying if I said it seemed a little too good given the times we're in, but hey, I'll gladly take it. I played a large role, but you do remember seeing her in the credits at CS3 or CS4? I'm pretty sure she's still one of the main, like, localizers. It's just that the whole Trails in the Sky SC debacle basically drove her insane for a while. Gift horse in the mouth? That's not what I'm referring to. He said, like, there was that of in the middle of the sentence that felt weird. Like, it didn't feel like it belonged there. It was just, like, misplaced. Okay. What you got? Schneider light. Just gotta get it. And we can't make any improvements to our current stuff, sadly. We can get a Thelas UR. Sure, I'll take it. And we can get a Shining SR. We need to cut 2. I always like getting those. Oh wait, there's one more shot. Yeah, Gift Horse in the Mouse is saying, let's see if I could, hang on, I can make that dialogue pop up again. Far be it of me is the part that looks weird to me. I think it's technically correct, but I'm just enunciating it weird. Yeah, it's correct. I was just reading it weird. Also, weapon shop. It's interesting. Ammo and maintenance oil have both been selling like hotcakes lately. Don't understand the gift horse thing? You know what? I don't know the origins of it either. Let me look it up. The phrase, "don't look a gift horse in the mouth," originates in St. Jerome's commentary, which was about in 400 AD, on Paul's letter to the Ephesians. In Latin, the proverb is "noli equidentis inspicere donati," which is "never inspect the teeth of a given horse." So it's supposedly from the practice of determining a horse's age from looking at its teeth. So like if somebody gives you a gift horse, like, I guess don't look at its teeth because they might be giving you a stupidly old horse that's basically worthless. The more you know. See, then again, a lot of people did buy weapons for self-defense when the war was starting. They could be trying to maintain those. Not that I'm complaining. Business is business. Besides, what means is a good habit to get into, so I'm glad to see that happening. It's always been selling like hotcakes lately. Lots of folks were buying weapons for self-defense before the war, so they're likely to keep their purchases in shape. Yeah, Chessmaster looks like you got a very similar one. Dark Papillon. Everybody else has the upgrades. Holy chains. So we need 3 more, which we don't have enough money to get, sadly. Blind 100% on the weapon, never knows shop exclusive weapons like that. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. There was one in Armorica Village. That one had a unique gun for Ellie that gave like 40% chance to confuse, I believe. Oh my, but isn't Serene? How wonderful it is to see you again. I heard much about your exploits during the war. I read all about them in the Imperial Chronicle. Huh, good to see you too. Has it really been half a year? Things are more or less back to normal, but the fallout of the war remains, as you can see. The annulment of part of subsidiary aid, and an increase in tram fare. Here taxes were raised for a time in countryside towns as well. Even the 4 great houses in the RF group are scrambling to raise money. The Empire's financial woes are downright palpable. So it appears. You can sense it even in leaves. I swear, Yusa's face goes sour the second anyone talks about Mira. Hush you. The fact of the matter is that neither we nor the Empire could continue as we once were. We must find a new way forward alongside Representative Regnitz. Invented a new era, I suppose, for better or for worse. Together with Representative Regnitz, I hope we can find a new way forward for the Empire. Yeah, I didn't know about the whole... I didn't, like, think about the whole horse's teeth determining age thing either. Let's see. Receptionist Cilia. Your patronage today at Plaza Bifrost is most appreciated. Please note we aren't importing products from Crossbell at this time. We are, however, still receiving shipments from other nations, so do peruse our variety of shops at your leisure. Republic Clerk. I wouldn't say the Republic's relationship with the Empire is particularly great now that the war's over, but hey, I'll take it. Even if the whole reparations thing has created quite the ruckus. But thanks to the Republic's new president, things on the domestic front have stabilized, and we're finally seeing some normalcy. Though I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little concerned about things in Crossbell. Be that as it may, I intend on continuing my job and support everyday expectorate Calvardian. Expectorate? What? Expatriate and support every expatriate Calvardian. Okay. Man, I just can't like read into things super well for some reason. Perhaps it's because things have settled down, but a wealth of entertaining books have been published just recently. Foreign books, once contraband, are practically flying off the shelves. Would you by chance be interested in a book during your downtime? 3 and 9 is a personal favorite of mine. Sure, it's a personal favorite of a few other people. Perhaps it's because things have settled down, but a wealth of, okay. What you got? Moonless Morn chapters 5 and 6. Kagemaru bookmark. Evasion 4%. Alan, I believe? Is that Alan? Bridget? I couldn't remember the girl's name, but I remember Alan because he completely went off the deep end in Cold Steel 4, I think it was. Hey Reen, fancy running into all of you here. It's been a while, hasn't it? Al and I were just enjoying some quality time together between one of his missions. Sorry to interrupt, so does that mean the army has been keeping you busy? Pretty much. The armored divisions have been stretched thin due to being scaled back. Doing everything I can to reduce the load on General Craig and Lieutenant Colonel Neithart. I still owe them a lot after the war. That's why I volunteered to travel around the Empire to serve as a Panzer Soldat drill instructor and work on communications missions. The whole reason I'm in the capital today was to make a report. It's about something that supposedly affects all the divisions. It seems a little shady to me, but we're covering all our bases just to be safe. What causes you to find it suspicious? I don't think he's allowed to share that. I'm not, but I wouldn't be surprised if you guys ended up finding out on your own. Don't be surprised if the Imperial Army reaches out to you when the time comes. Hearing that just makes me more worried about what they have you doing. Even the nobility has been stressed this year, with many families reorganizing their territories. My family has been helping coordinate. Father's been so busy that I had to help him, which means it's even harder for Alan and I to make time to see one another. It helps knowing that we'll finally be able to hold our wedding once things settle down. Oh shit, I bet that's a motivator. I suppose it's about time you two tied the knot. Congrats again. Thanks, man. I finally feel like I'm a man worthy being by Bridget's side after leaving the war behind. I don't plan on letting that change between now and the big day. Oh, Alan. Based on what we've heard so far from Alan and Emily, the Armored Divisions and Air Force are both preparing for some sort of top-secret mission. Given the current situation in Erebonia, that must mean RP increased by 3. Sweet. Let's see if we get some notes on those two. Warrant Officer Allen, a soldier in the Imperial Army's 4th Armored Division and the Thor's graduate. He currently works as an aide to Lieutenant Colonel Neidhart. And making amends. To pay back the people he troubled during the war, Allen carves time out of his schedule to travel the nation as an instructor on piloting Panzer Soldats. Then Bridget, Noble, Allen's fiancée, a kind noblewoman and Thor's graduate. She and Allen fell in love as students, and through thick and thin, their love had continued to persevere, and one day at a time. Though Alan and Bridget haven't seen one another much, Bridget is more inspired to keep up with their upcoming wedding plans than ever. Like, I'm trying to remember. I feel like Alan was trying to be in the fencing club? And, he was, basically the newbie that got beat up by the upperclassmen. Can't remember who the upperclassmen were, though. Oh, you're the folks from the military academy. Fancy running into you all in the capital. These, you say? I've been so busy lately, I haven't had a chance to visit Liza's cafe. Frankly, there's not even time to sit down for a coffee when you're raking in record profits on the regular. It all started during the war. See, I used my car to help evacuate some capital folks. We ended up talking insurance, one thing led to another, and lo and behold, they all signed on. These have been snowballing ever since, and can you blame them when the future's so uncertain? So yeah, business is booming. But, oh, what I'd do for a nibble of Liza's latest bread. Oh, that reminds me, Liza's mentor runs a bakery here in the capital. I can't just up and head to Lee's, but there might be a light at the end of the tunnel for my munchies. I think they're out of bread. It's just a hunch. Well now, if it isn't Instructorine in Class 7. Given that you're all here, I assume you have resumed without any issues? It's been quite some time. Your parents work at the cafeteria at the branch campus, if I'm remembering correctly. That's right, they both managed to return to work. Oh, that reminds me. They've been rather worried about the students at the main campus ever since the prince went missing after the war and all that. The students seem determined to not lose the branch campus. Sounds like they're trying to figure themselves out. I hear Ada and Fritz in particular have been dragging the rest of the student body along. Ooh, sounds like they're going all out. We can't afford to rest in our laurels either. Prince Cedric pretty much led the entirety of the campus at one point. But after he left, the students chose to cooperate with us of their own volition. Really have grown quite a bit. I couldn't be prouder to be of my alma mater. According to my parents, the students at the main campus are incredibly determined. I know there's no shortage of problems to solve right now, but we gotta keep our chins up. What you got? Tea. That's a lot of beast flesh. Alright, so what do you got? When you think about how the reparations have affected the Empire, I can't help but resent the Republic. Sure, the Empire may have started the war, but leave it to the Republic to demand reparations at the most opportunistic of times. It sure hasn't done any favors for the Empire and its influence over other countries. How can a man of the Empire not feel disgraced, given that we've been at odds with the Republic for so many years? Where did our glory shuffle off to? Our ancestors must be rolling in their graves right now. But the Republic is feeling just wonderful having kicked us when we were down. As a citizen of the Empire, I feel downright disgraced. How did it come to this? I don't know, but can you sell me stuff, please? Prismatic macarons. Okay. Okay. So we got these emblems that give stats. I wasn't doing that. That was weird. Stick drift, maybe? I did take apart this controller mostly. But then I found that I was missing a T6 screwdriver, so I had to order a T6 screwdriver. Hey, he was in Defensive Club. Sweet. I got that one right. To tell you the truth, just before the war started, my back was killing me something fierce. So bad I couldn't even get out of bed. But the moment the war ended, the pain went away with it. You wouldn't believe what I had to put up with. Most accused me of faking it to get out of the draft. My back's been starting to feel a little funky again. I should probably get that looked at, huh? My back pain was so bad I couldn't even get out of bed. My back's a little out of whack again today, so it's probably a good idea to pay a visit to the hospital soon, I guess. The PS4 controller likes to unplug itself randomly and plug in again. It's really weird and annoying. That is very weird. Also, is it a corded PS4 controller, or do you just have it plugged in? Just randomly disconnects and reconnects. Just before the war started, I had Kleiss Company handling circulation of my goods. When all hell broke loose and distribution slowed to a crawl, I was able to count on their routes to get meds to my customers. I heard some less than savory things about them, but I'm glad I took a chance with our partnership. Boy, are meds in demand. I ought to prep a vouch for Kleiss & Co. before I make my next order. There's a ridiculous demand for medicine right now. Really ought to hit the old ledger before my next order with Kleiss & Co. So, your PS4 controller on PC, but not through Bluetooth. Why are you not using it through Bluetooth? Even if you don't, like, have Bluetooth on the computer, you can get a Bluetooth dongle for, like, 10, 15 bucks. It should be able to just function just fine wirelessly. If you're able to afford that, of course, but like saving like $1 a day, like with that, you could find one like Best Buy, Micro Center, Target, Walmart. Their computer section would probably have just little Bluetooth dongle. I mean, I have one literally like right here. I bought this for, I think it was 15 bucks. I bought it for my old laptop, which the Bluetooth technology in it was so old. It couldn't, like, go about, like, 12 feet across the room, so I couldn't, like, sit on my couch while I was plugged into the TV. Because I was playing a game with my friend. Plugging this in, it was able to go across the room. And then that computer died, so I had to... Or that laptop died, so I had to buy a new laptop to continue playing those games. But, it happens. I'm doing pretty good about slowly saving up money for things that I need to buy. Like there's like the whole lamp in my kitchen actually went out, and I have to call a electrician to fix that because I'm not good with that kind of stuff. Let's see, we've been catering all sorts of businesses like crazy lately. Business has been booming, which is great, but it sure makes keeping tabs on stock a challenge. With a handful fewer customers and we'd be on Easy Street. That's all I ask. And let's see here, I better put in another order to that one farm. Phew. Our Morka farm? I'm glad you're doing so well, but something just doesn't feel right, you know? Yeah, nothing feels right. You're telling me. Alright. So... what else can we do? I think really the only thing we could do now is save down here, possibly grind. Wait, the lighters. We need the lighters. Where did we buy them? Wasn't that the Orbital Factory? No. Weapon shop? Here we go, Holy Chain. So we need 5 of them, and we need a little bit more money. Actually, no. We have enough Holy Chains. I bought 1 extra. They still have the lighters on. Okay, what do we have here that's good? If we have something that prevents stat down, that might also be nice. Actually, no, they sell items that prevent stat down, don't they? We'd have to grind for that, though. Yeah, the leather watch prevents delay. More than likely, we could probably just go right down here, go to Beast Fletch, sell all of that. Now I can buy 4 of those. Because we're going to get a lot more Beast Flesh if we need to grind stuff out. Let's see, I want to keep the Gladiator Headband on somebody. I guess it doesn't matter too much for him. Considering he has his passive recovery, that's more what matters. Let's go with Leather Watches then. Having both of those on will make it so his random Galleon forts, while we have our 90% damage reduction, don't inflict all those random status ailments like minus speed again on us. Oh wait, that's delay. Crap. Bought the wrong item. Does he even have the item then? It's the Force Seal. I did buy the wrong item. Very nice. Okay. I need to call it a night because I am tired as hell. We're probably going to be here for a minute, so we'll get to it when we get back to it. Probably tomorrow, we'll see. But till next time, have a good night.